Brandon Gott alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession time.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 8-yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning it even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Left side here to Sanders. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flush to his right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back out comes San Antonio. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers for Sanders last week: 20 carries, 80 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A give running left. It's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. 50-50 possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Back out comes San Antonio. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Express had moved out in front. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Allen off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Allen. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He was superb a week ago, 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen over the middle here to Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play.
From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Allen to throw once more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you'll have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
And this one too low.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw over the middle, taken in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Underwood. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back to throw again.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first,
both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Complete to number 83.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's getting the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run.
Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Giants.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back out comes San Antonio. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now back to throw.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, they'll throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Allen running right on the option, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.